Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Shri Radha Madhava Ki, Shri Panchatattva, Samavita Bhakta Vrinda Ki, Nitai Gaura Priminande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So you are welcome to this evening satsang. So today we are going to be reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 14, text number 5. The three modes of material nature. I'm trying to share it on the screen so that we can follow. Is there? Sattvam, Rajas, Tama, Iti, Guna, Prakriti, Sambhavaha, Nibadnanti, Mahabao Dehe Deinam Avyayam Sattvam Rajastamaiti Guna Prakriti Sambhava Nibadnanti Mahabao Dehe Deinam Avyayam Sattvam Rajastamaiti Guna Prakriti Sambhava Nibadnanti Mahabao Dehe Deinam Avyayam Sattvam Rajastamaiti Guna Prakriti Sambhava Nibadnanti Mahabao Dehe Deinam Avyayam. Distant. Sattva Rajastamaiti Guna Prakriti Sambhava Nibadnanti Mahabao Dehe Deinam Avyayam. Sattvam Rajastamaiti Guna Prakriti Sambhava Nibadnanti Mahabao Dehe Deinam Avyayam. Sattvam Rajastamaiti Guna Prakriti Sambhava Nibadnanti Mahabao Dehe Deinam Avyayam. Matajis. Sattvam Rajastamaiti Guna Prakriti Sambhava Nibadnanti Mahabao Dehe Deinam Avyayam. Okay, what translation? Sattvam, the mode of goodness. Rajaha, the mode of passion. Tamaha, the mode of ignorance. Iti, thus. Gunaha, the qualities. Prakriti, material nature. Sambhavaha, produce of. Nibadnanti, due condition. Mahabao, Almighty One. Dehe, in this body. Deinam, the living entity. Avyayam, eternal. Translation of Prabhupada by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Translation. Material nature consists of three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. When the eternal living entity comes in contact with nature, Almighty Arjuna, it becomes conditioned by these modes. Please repeat.
Material consists of three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. When the eternal living entity comes in contact with nature, Almighty Arjuna, he becomes conditioned by these modes.
Purport. The living entity, because it is transcendental, has nothing to do with this material nature. Still, because he has become conditioned by the material world, is acting under the spell of the three modes of material nature. Because living entities have different kinds of bodies, in terms of different aspects of nature, they are induced to act according to that nature. This is the cause of variety of happiness and distress. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeyam Shri Guru Shri Yukta Padakamanam Shri Gurum Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupa Sagrajata Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jajapate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshware Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama. Everybody, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama. One more time. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Yes, let's chant the holy name of the Lord and be happy. Hare Krishna. So today we're going to be talking about the three modes of material nature. So Krishna is saying here, material nature consists of three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. When the eternal living entity comes in contact with this nature, Almighty Arjuna, it becomes conditioned by these modes. So in Bhagavad Gita's 3.27, Krishna also mentioned there that Prakriti Kriya Manani Gunakarmani Sarvashaha Ankara Vimudatma Katahamiti Mayate. So yeah, Krishna is saying that although we think we are the doer, Katahamiti Mayate, we think, he thinks, Mayate means to think. He thinks that he is the doer. But actually, Prakriti Kriya Manani Gunakarmani Sarvashaha. The most of material nature is the one carry out all the activity. So we are acting based on the mode we are situated in. So if one is in the mode of ignorance, he will act in a particular way. If you are situated in the mode of passion, you act in another particular way. If you are situated in the mode of goodness, you act in another way. Because why? Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, Yatra Rudani Mayaya. That this body we are wearing here, this body is what? Yantra. It's a machine. And that is why you have medical students studying the machine. How it works. Isn't it? Sometimes you can change the part also. You get some spare part and change. Now they change the heart, they change the kidney, you can change the liver. Because it's a machine. So Yantra Rudani Mayaya. Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. So today we're going to be discussing how the modes affecting us. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna gave a very elaborate explanation on this. So I'm going to read some of the symptoms of one who is situated in the mode of ignorance. What are the symptoms of those who are situated in the mode of passion? What are the symptoms of one situated in the mode of goodness? I will start with ignorance. Okay? So Krishna mentioned, if one is influenced by the mode of ignorance, number one symptom you will find in that person is intolerant anger. You have listened to somebody who is intolerantly angry before? Is there any little thing becomes very angry? Have you seen someone like that before? That is one who is influenced by the mode of ignorance. Another symptom of one who is influenced by the mode of ignorance is stinginess. They are very stingy. Have you seen someone who is very stingy before? Stingy, doesn't like to share. Stinginess. It's very stingy. And the other one is speaking without no reference to scripture. Just speaking. Not making any reference to scripture. That is another symptom of mode of ignorance. Then violent hatred. Some people, they just hate you violently. You know? That is mode of ignorance. Then another symptom is one who is living as a parasite. Have you seen someone who is living as a parasite before? Only want to benefit from others. Okay? Just living to benefit from others. That is the influence of mode of ignorance. That's described by Krishna. The another symptom is hypocrisy. They are hypocrites. Those who are influenced by the mode of ignorance are hypocrites. They say something else, they do something else. That's the mode of ignorance. Then we have another symptom. Chronic fatigue. Have you seen somebody who is always feeling tired? Always want to sleep. That is mode of ignorance. Then another one is quarrel. They like to quarrel a lot. Any little thing they want to fight. That is influence of ignorance. Then we have lamentation. Always lamenting. Oh, why this, why that? Always lamenting. Ignorance. Then we have another one, delusion. Always on the delusional platform. Don't know what to do. Okay? Then unhappiness. Depression. Depression, that is influence of mode of ignorance. Then we have sleeping too much. They just want to sleep. They don't have any, passion to do anything. Just want to sleep, continue to sleep. They love sleeping. They can sleep for 10 hours, 12 hours. That is under the influence of mode of ignorance. Then we have another quality, false expectation. They always expecting what you have not sown. Having big imagination. That is ignorance. You are not working very hard and you are expecting so much. That is ignorance. Okay? Then we have fear and laziness. Always afraid. Because they are not sure of the future. And they are very lazy. So these are the influence of mode of ignorance. And Krishna continues to mention, one who worship me with desire to commit violence against other is in ignorance. We have seen people, like in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there was one pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the servant of Shaktas. You generally know in India, those who worship Shaktas, they offer animal to Shakti, and some of them also they do human sacrifice. Generally, this worshipper, they are criminal in nature. So they always want to worship the goddess so that they will, they are praying to the goddess also to protect them for going to carry out their mission. Just imagine, to go and carry out stealing and all these things. So they are the worshippers in the mode of ignorance, Krishna mentioned, because they are worshiping to do what? To cause harm to others. Okay. Then he said, when the mode of ignorance conquer passion and goodness, one thing about these three modes of nature is that they are always competing with each other. The ignorance want to dominate goodness and passion. Passion want to dominate goodness and ignorance. And goodness want to dominate passion and ignorance. They are always competing. That is why we see sometimes we act in a particular way, another time we act in another particular way. Because we are like puppets in the hands of these modes. Like puppets. Have you seen puppet master before? Puppeteer. Pulling the strings. So we are like puppets in the hands of these modes of nature. Like that. Then he says, falling into lamentation and illusion, a person in the mode of ignorance sleep excessively. He indulges in false hopes and display violence towards others. When one's higher awareness fails, and finally disappear, and one is just unable to concentrate, his attention, his mind is ruined and manifests ignorance and depression. So these are the symptoms of ignorance. Now I'm going to read about the symptoms of passion. Okay? These things I'm reading them so that we can understand that in this material world, there are some things that when you understand, you don't unnecessarily become hungry. Okay? Sometimes you see people act in a particular way. You cannot tolerate. Why? Because you are not in knowledge. But when you are in knowledge and you see people acting in a particular way, then you understand how you can be able to tolerate them. Because why? You know that these people, they are acting under the influence of the modes of nature. So you don't get disturbed. So it's very, very important to understand these points. So Krishna goes on to explain about the influence of mode of passion. Material desire, great endeavor, audacity, dissatisfaction, even in gain, false pride, praying for material advancement, considering oneself different and better than others. Okay? When you consider yourself to be different and better than others, you are under the mode of passion. Okay? Sense gratification, rash eagerness to fight. You have seen someone who is eager to fight before? Rash eagerness to fight, that is the mode of passion. Okay? A fondness for hearing oneself praised. You like to be praised. You're always very happy when they are glorifying you. That is influence of mode of passion. Okay? Then he says, for the tendency to ridicule others. Have you seen somebody like that before? Always want to ridicule others. That is the influence of mode of passion. Always want to bring others down. That is passionate person. Then advertising one's own prowess and justify one's action by one's strength and quality of these are the modes of passion. And Krishna went further. He said, when a person worships men by his prescribed duty with the hope of gaining material benefits, when you worship the Lord with the hope, when you come here to worship the Lord with the hope of getting material benefits, that is the influence of mode of passion. Okay? And then he says, when the mode of passion which causes attachment, separatism, and activity, conquering ignorance and goodness, a man begins to work hard to acquire prestige and fortune. That's why they use the word, I'm very passionate and ambitious. Because you are influenced under the mode of passion. Okay? Then he says, symptom of passion, destruction of the intelligence because of too much activity and inability of the perceiving sense to disentangle themselves from mundane objects, and unending condition of working physical organs, and unsteady perplexity of the mind. These are the symptoms of the mode of passion. So Krishna is explaining all these symptoms to Uddhava. Why is he explaining? Why is he taking time to explain? The same thing also he did in Bhagavad Gita, was explaining the symptoms of the mode of the three modes of material nature, because these are very, very essential. They're very important for us to understand. Because when you're able to understand this, how these modes are working, then you can be able to go deeper inside to know the difference between the modes and yourself. The soul, the self. Because why? Prakriti kriyamanane guyakamani sarva se ahankara vimudhatma katha intimayate. The modes are the one acting. We are not the one acting. We are acting based on the modes that we are being influenced by. So I'm going to read the mode of goodness, then I will talk little on how to transcend these modes generally. Okay? Then Krishna explains in Srimad Bhagavatam the symptoms of mode of goodness. Very nice. I want to read the mode of goodness last so that it will remain in our mind for a long time. That's why I decided to read this last. Starting from ignorance, then coming to goodness. So Krishna mentioned, he said, mind and sense control. Mind and sense control. Tolerance. Discrimination. Sticking to one's prescribed duty. Truthfulness. Mercy. Careful study of the past and future. Satisfaction in any condition. Generosity. Generosity. Renunciation of sense gratification. Faith in the spiritual master. Being embarrassed at improper action. Okay? Charity. Simplicity. Humbleness and satisfaction within oneself are quality of the mode of goodness. These are wonderful qualities that we all aspire to acquire in life. Because why? When you have these qualities, you become happy. You are considered to be a great person. We love these qualities. But how to acquire them? How to come to the mode of goodness? How to do that? So Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, Mamchayo Bebhyacharina Bhakti Yogina Sevate, Sadguna Samachaitam, Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. How to come to the mode of goodness? By engaging in devotional service to Krishna. Atashi Krishna Namahadi Nabame Greyam Indreyai, Sevo Mukei Juvado, Swayam Eva Spratiada. By engaging in devotional service to Krishna, Mamchayo Bebhyacharina, Bhakti Yogena Sevate. Mamchayo Bebhyacharina, Krishna mentioned. Engaging in devotional service unfailingly in all circumstances. And in Srimad Bhagavatam mentions, Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavati Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naishtiti. Krishna mentioned Bhagavad Gita, how to elevate ourselves to the mode of goodness. By regularly reading the scriptures. We should cultivate the habit of reading the scripture every day. Even if it is just 30 minutes, 1 hour. We should cultivate that habit because that is the only way we can bring ourselves to the mode of goodness. What is the symptom of goodness? You become happy. You are looking for happiness. The happiness on the mode of passion is very temporary. Bring the misery at the end. Krishna explained this also in chapter 17 of Bhagavad Gita very nicely. And the beginning of chapter 18. If we really want real happiness, we have to come to the mode of goodness. Because that is where the real happiness is. Brahmananda. We want happiness, Ananda. So, by engaging in devotional service, the beginning of devotional service is hearing about Krishna, as we are doing now. Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Not only hearing, but rendering service to pure devotees of the Lord also. Serving the devotees of the Lord. Then, devotion to the Lord will be established as irrevocable fact in our heart. Not only that, he mentions, Tada Rajas Tamoba Kamanoba Dayastaye, Sheta Ita Anavidam Sitam Satue Prasidati. When you engage in irrevocable devotional service to the Lord, then the influence of passion and ignorance will disappear. Lust, anger, greed. Because these are the main enemies of us, our enemy. Lust, anger, greed. We don't have any external enemy. There's no enemy there. Our real enemy in life. They are inside us. Lust, anger, greed, madness, illusion, envy. These are our real enemy. So these are the real enemy we are supposed to fight. Because unless we conquer this our enemy inside, we will never be happy. And the only way to conquer this enemy is to always engage in devotional service. Begins from hearing about Krishna and chanting the holy names of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By chanting the holy names of Krishna, you are rendering unalloyed devotional service to Krishna. Some of us don't know the benefit and the potency of chanting the holy names of Krishna. This holy name of Krishna is so powerful that is mentioned in Kavikarnapura. Just by chanting one Krishna is enough to counteract even the sin you have not even comprehended in your mind. In pure state of consciousness. Shuddhana. There are 3 stages of chanting. We have Nama Parad, we have Nama Bas, and we have Shuddhana. So when you chant Shuddhana, pure names of Krishna, Krishna, you'll be in ecstasy. And just by chanting that name, it is mentioned in Garuda Puran that even the sin that you have not been able to comprehend is enough to counteract it. Because whatever suffering Whatever anxiety, whatever miseries we are facing in this material world, they are all due to our sinful reactions of the past. According to our sin, we determine our miseries in this world. In the nectar of instruction, Srila Rupa Goswami mentioned, Prabhupada was mentioning in the purport. Adhyatmika klesha, adibhotika klesha, and adidevika klesha. The three miseries of the material world. The misery from our mind and our body, the miseries from other living entities, and the miseries from the higher living entities, the demigods. Sometimes cyclone, hurricane, earthquake. We cannot control these miseries. But by chanting the names of Krishna, we become fixed in consciousness. Okay? Then we can come to that mode of goodness. So why I have decided to explain these different modes is to make us understand that whatever we are doing in this material world, they are influenced by these three modes of material nature. And the modes in which you are situated in will determine how you perceive the world. The mode in which you are situated in will determine how you see the world. Just like if somebody is wearing green color, if you are wearing green color glasses, what are you going to be seeing? Everything will be green. If you are wearing dark color glasses, how are you going to be seeing? Everywhere will be dark. If you are wearing yellow color glasses, what are you going to be seeing? Everywhere will be yellow. If you are wearing red color, everywhere will be red. So based on the modes you are situated in, that is how you perceive this world. That is how you perceive this world. So the only way to bring ourselves to higher mode, which brings happiness, is by engaging in devotional service to the Lord. And that begins from hearing, just like we are doing now. So we engage in devotional service just by sitting down and hearing. It's very austere to sit down and hear, because our mind is telling us so many things. Our mind is going here, is going there. So the austerity is to hear. And it's purifying. Shivata Swakata Krishna Punya Shavana Kirtanam. Read the other story here about Rane Vidu Note Shuri Shatam. So it's mentioned in Shrimad Bhagavatam, by hearing Krishna, Shivata Swakata Krishna, Punya will develop piety. By hearing about Krishna, we develop piety. Same thing also by chanting the names of Krishna, which we are all going to do together now. So by chanting the names of Krishna, we are able to control our mind, purify our mind, and create auspiciousness in our life. When we're going to chant together now, when we start chanting, you will see your mind will start telling you so many things. Your mind will start telling you, dragging you, taking you to this direction, to that direction. The point is that you have to control your mind to focus on the name of Krishna. By controlling the mind, we become happy. We become purified. Why do we need to control the mind? Why do we need to focus the mind? Because the abode we are going, the spiritual world we are going after this world, if we really perfect controlling our mind, that place, there is no past and there is no future. It's always at the present. So when you are trying to control your mind, you are always trying to bring your mind at the present. That is eternity. Present means eternity. In this material world, there is no present. Before you catch the present, is always gone. It becomes past. Then you are looking for the future. There is no present. Always past, future, past, future. But there in the spiritual world is eternal, because it's always at the present. So when you are trying to control your mind, when you are trying to chant, you are trying to enter into the divinity, to be at the present. The mind doesn't like that. The mind doesn't like that. The mind is always taking you to the past and taking up anxious about the future. So that is why every day we have to sit down and practice, always trying to be at the present. That is called meditation. Meditation means Try to bring the mind to the present. According to social scientists, the mind cannot be steady more than 50 seconds. It's always changing. That is the mind. Cannot be steady for more than always changing. Always want to change. But when you perfect the act of controlling the mind, then you go into trance. That trance means you are always at the present. Then you link to the spiritual realm. Because the spiritual realm is everywhere. But you cannot connect now. Just like when you put TV in your house and you put decoder, you can see what is going on in the air. Everything is in the air. All the channels you are watching, they are all in the air. They are moving around in the air. But you need the decoder to catch it. So similarly, we need to control our mind to enter into divinity, to enter into the spiritual realm. And only by controlling that mind, we can become happy. That happiness we are looking for, only by controlling our mind, we can access it. The eternal happiness, bliss, real happiness, not sensual happiness, not the happiness we get from sense contact. Those happiness, they are temporary and they bring ultimately miseries. But the eternal happiness we are all looking for, we can only get it when we learn the art of always controlling our mind and our senses. There is a pain to control your mind. And it is mentioned, the pain of rejection is better than the pain of regret. Maybe I'm missing that word, but see, when you control your mind, when you reject, I don't want to do this because it's not good for me, there's pain. Everybody is doing it, I don't want to do it. For example, everybody is smoking, I don't want to smoke. Just try to act opposite. You are feeling some, energy, there's repression, there's energy. It's not easy, you are moving against the flow. So there's going to be some strength, some pain to go against the flow. But that pain is better than the pain of regret. That in the future, then when the repercussion of doing that will come, you start regretting that I know I would have not done that. So it's always good to control the mind and the senses so that we will not face the pain of regret. Okay? So now we are going to practicalize this by chanting the Hare Krishna Mantra. We are going to chant together. So we are going to chant together. Even though we are going to chant together, try to focus on your own mantra. And try to feel the beat. Why do we use the beat to chant? We use the beat to chant so that we can feel. As you are chanting, try to concentrate your mind to feel your hand massaging the beats. And because the mind is multitasking, says, it loves multitasking, So the only way to control the mind to be at the present is to focus on the mantra, hearing the mantra, and try to feel the mantra, the beats. So as we are chanting Hare Krishna, you can do massage the beats like this, or you hold it very tight. That is why you see sages when they want to meditate, they do like this. Doing like this is to connect, to make you concentrate. It helps in your concentration. This mudra is for concentration. So same thing also, when you are chanting the beats, when you hold it very tight, feeling it, and try to concentrate on moving it once you finish one mantra, in that way you are controlling the mind. But generally the mind wants to run away. Even when we are doing it, because the mind, it always likes to be absent. That is why sometimes you are driving, and when you are driving, you are thinking so many things, your mind is absent. Even though you are looking at the road, but you are not looking also. The mind wants to be absent always, always try to do something and is focusing on another thing. That is the nature of the mind. So don't accept the mind when doing that when you are chanting. Bring the mind to the chanting. It will go out, the mind will want to go away. Bring the mind back. Say focus. As it's going away, bring it back. The work is to always bring the mind back. Once you are conscious, bring the mind back. The mind will naturally wander away. Once you are conscious about it going away, you bring it back. You constantly doing this. That is what is called meditation. Mind control. And if you can do this every day, I can bet you will become a happy human being. I'm telling you. You become a naturally happy human being. No matter whatever you are doing. Even when you are carrying out your natural material activities, you become a happy human being. You can manage your emotions easily when you do this. Because that is the key to success in life. In controlling the mind. Okay? That is why you see the sages in India, they left everything and they will go and sit in the Himalayas. Doing what? Just meditating. Just meditating. Because they derive great pleasure from doing that. They see all of us running around in the city as mad people. If you tell them you are going to give them billions of naira also to come and run around in the cities, they will say, to hell with your money, I'm satisfied here. Why? Because that is where the real satisfaction we are all looking for is. But now we are telling you, even when you are in the city running around, you can still control your mind and be happy by trying this process. That is what we are saying. You can still control your mind and be happy even when you are running around. The sages, they don't need to do this. Yeah, they are satisfied doing that. But we need to carry out our prescribed duty. But Prabhupada has given us the means even to be happy even when we are carrying out our prescribed duties. So we should do it regularly, every morning. If you can do this every morning, I can bet you'll be a happy human being. This is from life experience, okay? You will be happy by doing this. Every morning, every day we try to give minimum of 2 hours doing this, okay? 2 hours, minimum 2 hours. In the beginning, you might not be able to give 2 hours because your mind will disturb you so much. In the beginning, you may not be able to give 2 hours. Your mind will tell you, oh, now you have to do this. Oh, now you have to plan this. Now you have to go and do this. Then before you know, you stand up, you cannot do it again. The mind will disturb you in the beginning. But you can start from 30 minutes, then 45 minutes, then 1 hour. This is how to tame the mind. You gradually increase it, Like if you want to encourage child or, you gradually increase it. 30 minutes. Okay, we are going to do 30 minutes today. It's okay. Huh? Then the mind is okay. Let's do 30 minutes. Then you trick the mind, you sit down 30 minutes. Then tomorrow you say, no. Today we are going to increase of advice. You say, no, it's 45 minutes too much. No, it's okay. After 45 minutes, I will take you, we'll go and eat pizza. The mind is okay. Today you're going to get some pizza. Like that. So you have to engage with your mind and gradually try to control the mind. Then you become happy. That is the secret. So we're going to do it now. So we do together, please. We're going to chant it together. Which there's not going to be individual chanting. Means we chant the mantra together, and means that when we are chanting together, we have to finish together. Okay, it's 108 that is here, and this is how we hold it. Everyone knows how to hold it. Okay, we don't touch it with this finger. We hold it like this. This finger must not touch it. Yeah. This finger is a accusing finger. It's always pointing to everybody to be the cause of our problem. So we don't use it for spiritual activities, okay? So this finger will not touch it. Yes, we start from the beginning, from the other side of the beat. Beginning. No, not like that. Show it, Prabhu, show it.
This one. The head should be behind.
Okay. Have you all gotten it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, like that. Gotten it? Have you gotten it? Not like that. Show him. Yeah, no, you. Show him. Prabhu, show him. No, you should this person show him. It's in the front.
Should be the back. The head bit should be at the back.
Okay? Yeah. You start from the beginning. Yeah, you gotten it. So have you all gotten it?
You start from the, you see how I'm holding it? You start from the front like this. Face it like this.
The head bit should be at the back.
Okay?
It should be behind your thumb.
Yeah.
We start from the there. Yes. Okay? So we are going to so that we can finish at the same time. So if you finish before all of us, means that your mind jump, skip. And if you finish late, means your mind really was hanging somewhere. That is the trick of, the mind is inside, we cannot see it. So many things going on in our mind, even when we are sitting down here. Okay? But we should just try again and again to bring the mind together. It goes away, you bring it back. It's a steady, it's a continuous task. It's not, nobody is perfect in doing that until you go into samadhi. No. It's a continuous task. It goes away, you bring it back. That is what Krishna told Arjuna. He says you have to be steady, practicing abhyasa. You have to practice and detach. Detach the mind from wherever it's going. You practice and detach your mind from wherever it's going. It goes away, you bring it back. It goes away, you bring it back. It's a natural thing. We are going to do that, okay? So we start together. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhaktavinda. Now we start together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.